this is along the main road, EGT road, and the pink beach is I passed by there, and these are the old non-slave. Wow. So this is very historic. These were the old. Let me position my bike to where it is safe. Right. This is called the old slaves hut. So this is by the salt of here. Very historic, and look at how tiny, how small it is, right? And you can barely enter. My goodness! Oh wow, this is very cruel. This is the old man's old slave hut. I can't even get in. Let me try. Oh my God, I'm right inside. I cannot even stand up here. Oh, I can, but I'm sure, right? So there's a lot of ants. This is the old man slave, and that's where my bike is. There you go. Right, there's a cold breeze coming in here. So they call it the old man slaves. And this is close to the pier. And look how small it is. Oh my goodness. So I was inside. It was, according to the history I got, I read no antelope fishing. So see all those bubble, I think this is that's coming from the salt. And this is this is the old one. I think that is the white slave hut. This is the white slave hut. This is the white slave hut. So there are several of these. And imagine how small it is and how gruesome it could be. Sorry, if it is can't the wind is picking. Hopefully you can hear me. See, this place is coming from the other side of the elevation. So see how small it is. My goodness. So this is the old man's slave. This is by the salt. This is Norway monument. Historically, it was the Dutch after the Spaniards left, because the Spaniards thought this island is useless, and they put the natives here in the slave plantation. And then right after that, the Dutch came, and then they brought with them blacks, Africans, and they put them in slavery in Salt Corner. And this is where they live. So could you imagine rough road, inclement weather condition, starvation, and there's no fresh water in the area, just the rain, and this is where they live. And the information I encountered on the internet, Google it, that's what it said. It's about 6 or 7 people live here. Could you imagine? Oh, it's raining a bit. I think it's time to get into this old man's sleigh, right? I got my bike. And it's, oh my God, it's raining. So there's no forecast, but here's, lo and behold, all of a sudden the rain will pick up. Yeah, and then right after the Dutch, the British came for a short period of time, and then the Dutch returned. And then now, the time they free the slaves. Once again, here is the old spot. Okay, so here you go how small it is. And this is by the bay. And it's raining, it's raining, it's raining. Alright, let me just get shelter. Right now I'm taking a bit of a shelter here. So lo and behold, there is an old man's sled. It smells not good. And I got my bike and it's raining. There's no, well, I'm getting a little bit of shelter here. I'm on my bike today. Yeah, so look at that. So could you imagine this could be the life, my life. Right, that's the way, right? It protects my bike, the bike that I rented, and I rent by the show. And about 6 people live here back in the old days. Alright, I'm taking a shelter here. It's rain and there's no rain forecast. There's some ants here, but like no, there's rain. Alright, so this is the old ones. Okay, so this is a very historic. So what happened is that I encountered this information that Bonaire was originally conquered by the Spaniards. That was back in the old days, about 14th, 15th century. I may be wrong those span of time, more or less right. And then they were here, the Spaniards, and they found the island useless. It's a flat. Okay, it's a flat island, small in the Caribbean. And then they put the people into slavery plantation, and they left. Then the Dutch came after the Spaniards, and on arrival, the Dutch brought with them African slaves, and they put the Africans into slavery, and they made it to work in the salt pan. So this is where the slavery began. And here there are several huts here. So this is close to the salt pier on that direction. And the salt pier, you can see that there is a salt mountain. And then you pass by the pink beach and you will see all these small huts. And this is very historic. As I said a while ago, this was the dwelling of African slaves back then during the first colonization of the Dutch people. And how gruesome it is, or it was, I think it's very gruesome. And according to the internet, Google it. It's about 6, 7 people, slaves live here. Could you imagine how small it is? And I'm short. I'm only 4.5, 5'5", rounding off. So I can touch the ceiling, and look at that. And plus the fact that there's a lot of mosquitoes here. So back then, dengue, maybe it's not known as dengue, and Zika. So there's a dengue and Zika virus here, and there's another one that I can't pronounce. Yeah, so that's why when you go here, you have to make certain you get all those insect repellents can apply in your skin. Or get a citronella. That's what I have in my body oil. It's a little bit of citronella. So mosquitoes don't like that smell. Yeah, and I apply it, okay, lavishly all over my body. Right, it's good for the skin as well. Anyway, so I'm right here, I'm squatting. You can see that. I'm right inside. Okay, continue on to my story. Yeah, then the Dutch left, and then the British came. That was in the 18th century. The British was here for a quite short period of time, and then the Dutch came back. And then when they returned in the latter part of the, I guess, 18th century, I'm pretty sure it's 18th century, now they freed the slaves. And then from then on, so this becomes the Dutch territory. So the Bonaire, and that's together with Aruba and Curacao. These are the three main Caribbean islands here in the northern part of South America, along the coastline of Venezuela. And it's very close. So there's 3 islands. We have the Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. I've been to the other 2. I was in Aruba back in the, still raining though. Yeah, I gotta go back. I'm biking. I was in Aruba back, that was during the height of the pandemic. I think that was March 2021. And then Curacao, December 2021 to January 22. And now I'm here in Bonaire. December 22, January 23. It's the second day of January. Yeah. So Bonaire is bigger than Aruba. Aruba is the smallest. I think Bonaire and Curacao are pretty much more or less the same. Bonaire, I'm not sure, but they are larger than Aruba. Bonaire has two islands, so these the mainland here and Bonaire. The Bonaire was originally privately owned, but it was bought by the government, and now it's just flat. There's nothing. It's just you can take a ferry and then spend your day, and pretty white sand, just like here, right? So Bonaire is a diving destination. So along the island, you can do shoreline diving. You don't need to go to the middle of the ocean to plenty of opportunities. So it's called a divers paradise. All right, so I am still inside the hut. There's lots of ants here, right? Could you imagine? It doesn't smell good, right? And that's the bike. It's getting wet. That's all right. And I got my belongings, and now I can feel how gruesome it is. So did I mention? I think I did already. It's about 6 or 7 slaves stayed here. Could you imagine barefooted, heat of the sun, rain, lack of food? I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they're paid because they're slaves for sale, maybe minimal just to sustain their life, feeding them, and in the salt mine. Right, actually salt is one of the products that you can find here. In town there's a place there where you can buy salt, variety of flavor, seasoning, as well as for beautification. And also they're known for flamingos, and there is a flamingo sanctuary here. That's the game plan today. After this week's stop, I'm heading off to that flamingo sanctuary, and I pass by the Pink Beach, and then I'm going to head back and I'll see you once again. And tomorrow I'm heading off to Rincon, which is the oldest habitable city here in Bonaire, and it's a lovely story. They actually have the one flag. Alright, not there's a flag. Alright, so much for my story. Let me see. Okay, let me try to get up. So here there's a small window here. Very gruesome. Good news that there's no leak. So it's still raining. There you go. Yep. Still raining. Yeah, there's also other food there. So it's called the white slave. I can feel how gruesome it could be. Right. Here it is. So I think it's the best. My bike got wet. It's still raining. It's a good time. Let's shelter here. Oh my god. It's still raining, so it's not time to get out. I'm glad there is a mini hotel here for your hotel. This is the old man's here in the next. Alright. So if you can see, it's still low. By the way, this is my another story. I try to have lots of stories. I don't know how much time we have. I hope the microphone is working well. Sorry, because the mic of this mobile phone, I know I have to fix that. I know how to get that. Yeah, but this is very doable. It's just smack my face day and start telling the story and everything will be hunky-dory. But apparently, something is wrong with the microphone. Right, yeah. So, okay, it seems the rain starts subsiding. I can continue my journey. And yes, I've been in here in Bonaire since the 27th. I left the United States on the 26th, the day after Christmas. Had a connection in Dallas, as well as connection in Dallas, and then flew to Florida. And then from there to Bonaire. From Florida to Bonaire, it's about 2 hours. And today is the second day of January, and I'm still here for several days and enjoying. So I walked yesterday from the flat, 2 hours anyhow, to the salt plant. Now I'm riding my bike because I plan to go to the sanctuary. It's quite a long distance, and I'm going to Rincon tomorrow. I think I mentioned that already, and that's the oldest city, right? Okay, the sun is shining once again. There you go. Very good. Ah, wonderful. Sun is shining once again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start. There you go. That's my temporary hotel while the rain was pouring. Beautiful day, right? Bye for now. Once again, traveling, arriving to a new destination. It is looking at the world in my in a different perspective. Could you imagine living in this kind of hostel world? No slavery anymore, right? Everybody has a right to do this, right? Bye for now. Once again, as I said, keep the smile and the word will is quality. Cheers. Be safe. Bye and God bless everybody. Have a prosperous 2023 in spite of. Now we understand more or less, right? I've been seeing this. I thought it was signifies a salt, part of salt crystal. You know, it's a spiky, right? I've seen it under microscope, but it wasn't. This is an obelisk, right? It is. Sorry if it is windy. My microphone. This is an obelisk, and I found that's my bike. That's my bike. So I'm exploring this part of the island by bike, by a Dutch bike. Right, so I'm glad there is a tablet here that explains some details. And here you can see these are the black slaves. So this was during the first occupation of the Dutch here on the island. And I found out that there are 4 obelisks. According to this information, this is the orange obelisk. So that's a symbol, a sign where the boat back in time will dock to get the salt pile. And according to this information, what they're going to do is that they're going to be lighting a fire here, and then this obelisk is color coded. This is orange, and that's the red. Okay, and this is the orange, and there is a white. Oh, there is a blue. Got it. The very first one was the blue that was very close to the salt pier, and then I saw white close to the white set of huts, and that's the red obelisk, and this is the orange. Makes sense. And nobody, these are the orange huts. So continue on the information. According to this, the ships I'm reading, the ships would know the color-coded obelisk, where to anchor for fetching the grade of salt they were purchasing. Okay, the ponds are named by colors. The orange pond, there's the orange pond, red pond, white, and blue. So, because during the first Dutch occupation, I got it from the internet again. So, the Dutch brought with them African slaves. Those are the black people, right? And then they put them in forced labor by in salt panning. You see all the hard work they do, and they were housed or lived in small huts. How cruel it is, right? Gruesome. So, I'm pretty sure lack of food, dehydration, no fresh water, just by rain, maybe minimal, and each hut is very small and it houses about 6 to 8 slaves or 6 to 7 slaves, and yeah, that's history. And then after the Dutch, during the first colonization, so they came here. After the Spaniards, the Dutch came, and the Dutch were here. I'm sorry. The British came. The Dutch left. It's my bad. The British came for a short period of time, and then the Dutch came back. And that time they freed the slaves, and that was during the during the 18th century. Okay, now I understand. Okay, so this obelisk is the orange obelisk. I am making my mouth closer to the microphone because my microphone doesn't work well. Right, yeah, so and this is the orange obelisk. So the red and the blue, the very fast one from the town, and then the white, and then here we have the orange. I'm pretty sure, I think the orange is the last one, not unless I see another set. According to this is the law, meaning the orange is, there's only 4. And that's with the lighthouse. I'm heading off to the lighthouse, right. And I am riding on a bike, and I don't like that. So the weather, now it's better. So there's no rain. There was a little bit of rain a while ago, and lo and behold, it was in the white houses, the white small huts, and I sheltered myself for a time being. Okay, let me continue on. Let me explore the inside of the pond. I don't know what this looks like. Whatever. Anyway, here's the orange pond. I got information. My mind is correct now. Yeah, there's a beauty of going to places and stopping by and exploring and finding a bit of information about the history. Once again, traveling is not arriving to a new destination. It is looking at the world in a different perspective. Here we have the orange obelisk representing the northern side of the ships of the European, particularly the Dutchess, where they will pick up the high-grade salt they purchased back in time during the slavery period. Now there's no more slavery. It's all about history. It's a water under the bridge. Happy New Year, everyone. 2nd day of January. Here in Bonaire. Keep the smile. Alright, so now I'm close to the sets of orange slave huts. Same construction. Very small, very tiny. Yeah, but it's colored orange. And the inside is pretty much the same. I think this is refurbished. Right? Yep. Let me go inside once again. It's hard. Oh my god, to get in. Alright, so now I'm here in the orange hut. And this is, I believe this is the last set of huts. And I found out from the information I got, thank you for that tablet, that there are 4 pillars. Here we have the 4 obelisks. We have the first one is the blue, then is the white, and then the red, and then this is there's the orange obelisk. So it's an indication that during those days, during the first occupation of the Dutch, so they had to give signal to the incoming ships where to moor their ships to get their the high grade salt they purchased. And that was a time when the Dutch came here, and they brought with them African slaves. They put them into pan mining, right, in the salt pan, and this is where they were placed. And there's about 6 to 7 or 8 people, slaves who lives here, and I'm pretty sure it's not concrete like this, but now it's concretized. And I found out, okay, oh yeah, gotta be careful. And I found out that this hut, there's several of them, and I just saw this is the orange set, and see that orange obelisk. And according to information, they would light a fire next to the side where the boat will moor to get the purchased high grade salt. Oh, how it's going? I'm kind of disoriented upon getting outside because it's pretty cool inside, but it's warm. It's hot. It's not humid. It's windy though. Anyway, so I'm going to move on, and I think I got lost. So you see that's the red obelisk. So that's the red. See the red obelisk. I'm gonna stop by later to capture a closer picture of the red obelisk. So we have the red. We have the orange. The very first one was the blue, and then I saw the white one. All right, so I'm heading off to the radio tower. Next suite is lighthouse. And as a matter of fact, so this should be the flamingo sanctuary, but I don't see any flamingo. No flamingo. So they said there's no signage that says flamingo sanctuary, but this is the area according to the book. Okay, let me continue on with my bike.